Hey guys, in this video we are going to go over 25 common signs that a girl or woman is flirting with you, whether it's someone you don't know and you've just seen them from across a crowded room, or they're in your social circle or work circle, or you're already in the friend zone. So I'm going to go through these 25 common signs pretty quickly, but just before we get into that, the more self-satisfied and content a woman is in her own life, the more difficult it is to seduce her because she doesn't need anybody. And we all need a little bit of insecurity or ego for the other person to be able to play on to entice into a level of seduction. So just keep that in mind. If someone is like really, really content in their own lives, then you just may not have a chance to seduce them because they don't lack for anything. Okay, so let's just start getting into the common signs that she might be interested or flirting with you. First sign is that she's facing towards you. So her face, her torso, her body, and her feet are all facing towards you. If any of those are not facing towards you, she might not be that interested or interested in inviting you into her world. Sign number 2 is if she is standing or sitting close to you. So if she's within your comfort zone bubble, if she's inappropriately close to you, she might be someone who naturally feels comfortable in that zone, but she also might be interested in you. Sign number 3, she leans in. So if you're talking to her and let's say it's not even a very loud venue that you're at and she leans forward, then that's more of a sign that she's interested. And of course the opposite is that if she leans kind of away from you, or again turns her body away from you, then that's a sign that she's not as interested in you. Sign number 4, if you're talking to her and there's lingering eye contact, even whether or not you're talking to her, she could be across the room. If she continuously either makes eye contact with you or lingers with eye contact, and I've done other videos on eye contact, then she might be interested in you. So if her eye contact feels a little bit intrusive almost, so it's like if someone looks at you 1, 2, 3-second eye contact will be a good sign that she is interested in you or wants you to approach her. And if you're talking to her, if you're already in a stage where you're talking to her and she lingers a little bit longer than is seemingly appropriate for the conversation, because we tend to break eye contact some of the time because that's natural. If you just stare someone down like I'm doing to you right now, then that feels a little weird and it's not actually seductive. So if she's actually maintaining steady eye contact with you for beyond what feels natural, either from across the room or when you're talking to her, then that might be a sign that she's interested in you. Number 5 is if you are close enough to her for her to touch you. So if she's touching you more than she's touching other people around her, then that's a good sign that she might be interested in you. Some women are touchy-feely, but you can kind of gauge based on how much touch she's giving other people around you. And the second part of the touch part of it is that if she is touching and lingering. So if she does like touches you on the shoulder and lets her hand sort of slide down a bit, or on your elbow and there's a lingering touch there, then that's a really good sign that she's interested in you and flirting with you. Sign number 6, she smiles at you. So if you see her from across a crowded room and she smiles at you, that's definitely a sign that she's interested in you. If you know her in your social circles and she's smiling at you for no reason, then that's also a sign that she's interested in you. As well as if you're kind of already friends and you're mutually in the friend zone, some of these signs will still be present, but you might not be as keen to see them because you're already in an established relationship. And I'm going to go through a little bit more about what happens or what signs to look for when you're in the friend zone or when she's already considers herself in the friend zone later on in this video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so sign number 7 is if she's looking at you and maintaining eye contact, if she starts to lower her lids, that I can't even do it. I can't do it. Sorry, guys. But if she starts to lower her lids, she's probably not falling asleep. She's probably getting that doughy-eyed look. And I can't do it. Sorry. I can't do it. But anyway, so her lids will actually lower a little bit. And yeah, I don't think I can do it. Sorry, it has to be in the moment. So this is something that obviously you have to be a pretty good actor to be able to do this, because it comes very naturally, like it's something that our physiology just does when we are actually interested in someone or flirting with someone. So 8, if the pitch of her voice starts to go up or is up from where you happen to know, and if you don't know the girl, then you won't know if this is happening or not, but if you know her from work or from, you know, your social life and whatnot, and her voice is heightened in terms of it goes into a more feminine octave. So if a woman is automatically having her voice go up a bit, then she might be actually either flirting with you unintentionally, or at least you know she's attracted to you. And then number 9 is actually the opposite of that. If her voice goes down, and sign number 2, if it slows in pace, then that's a good sign that she might be intentionally changing the tone of her voice because she is intentionally flirting with you. That's as good as I can do right now. I'm sorry. Okay, number 10 is if she half grins. So if you look at her and she sees you look at her and she kind of half grins and kind of looks maybe bashful a little bit, then that might be a sign that she's flirting with you or she wants you to flirt with her. And number 11, which kind of coincides with that, she will usually look down and look away and almost kind of be seemingly to blush. You might not be able to tell that she's blushing from a distance. This is more, of course, if you don't know the girl and she's a little way, a distance away, and you're kind of making eye contact, she's facing towards you, etc., etc. And then you kind of give her some kind of sign. Maybe you wink, maybe you half grin, and then she reacts by half grinning, looking down and looking away. She'll usually look back to see if you're still looking at her, and then she might look away again. So that's definitely a sign of very subtle, but flirting, and also of interest in you to flirt with her and take it further. Sign number 12, which is blushing. So again, you might not be able to tell from a distance that she's blushing. I mean, if you're close up and you say something, or you might not even have to say anything. If a girl is actually interested in you and she's starting to get a little flustered, you could actually see her, you might be able to see her blush, or her chest will sometimes go red. But even if she's far away, if she is blushing, she might like touch her cheek or something like this because she's feeling warm. It's a physiological reaction that her body is giving off that will show you that she's been affected by you. And even if she's close, she might still go, oh, is it hot in here? Number 13 is if she starts playing with her hair. So she might look at you, blush, look down, half grin, look away, look back, and then like she might touch her hair or start fidgeting a little bit. She'll touch herself. So when a girl is kind of touching herself and nobody else is touching themselves because it's not that kind of party, then she might be interested in you or being affected by you in a physical way where she's either is or is becoming attracted to you. So if a girl is purposefully looking at you and twirling her hair, this is a super common sign. And I mean, sometimes they do it on purpose. Sometimes it's just, biological, automatic, can't help it. That's a good sign that she's either interested or she's actually outright flirting with you. So number 14 is if you're actually managed to get into a conversation with her at this stage, or you already know her and you are in a conversation, then another sign is that she is perpetually laughing at your jokes or your half jokes, or even sometimes you might say something that's not really a joke and she'll be laughing anyway. So she'll have these kind of uncontrollable sort of giggle fits, or she's just really giving you laughter that you might not even deserve. 15 sign that she is flirting or interested in you is that she casually asks about your girlfriend. So she kind of makes some kind of assumption that you have a girlfriend, like, shouldn't you be at home with your girlfriend tonight? Or does your girlfriend let you stay out this late with your friends? Or something like that. It's an opportunity for you to clarify that you're single. The next sign that she's interested or flirting with you is that she somehow casually mentions that she's single. And that might be by you asking some type of the same sort of question. Or if you don't ask her something, then she will somehow work it into the conversation that she's single. She might say something like, well, if I had a boyfriend, he definitely wouldn't want me talking to you. She might let on that she's single in some other subtle way so that you know she's single, and then she'll kind of want to find out if you're single as well. So 17 is just that she asks you a lot of personal questions and she seems really interested in the answers. And by being really interested in the answers is that she'll ask you more questions about whatever you've told her instead of just ignoring you or ignoring the answer and moving on or talking about herself constantly. 17 is pretty obvious. She compliments you. So she might compliment you on something physical. She might compliment you on your looks or your style, or she might compliment you on achievements if you've been sharing any of your achievements, or she'll find some way to give you compliments, and she's obviously impressed by something about you. Sign number 19 is that she will brag a little bit about herself. Now, women tend to be more subtle about bragging, that she will try to find some way to slip it in to the conversation, something that she's proud of that might impress you. And that might be just saying, oh yeah, I'm not sure where I want to go to college because I I have some options, and I graduated at the top of my class, so now I'm just trying to figure it out. So she's kind of downplaying by saying, I'm trying to figure out where to go, but really what she's actually, the communication she really wants you to know is that she's smart, or that, she's accomplished something, or she's hardworking, or whatever it is. She will find a way to put those little things in the conversation that might impress you and let you know that she's a high value woman. So the next one is facial animation. So some women, like some girls, are just really stoic in their facial expression, and you're just really not going to get anything out of them. So don't be discouraged if you don't get anything, because that might just be their personality. But if they're a little bit lively in their countenance, not sure if that's the right word, look that one up, countenance, then if they're even exaggerating further beyond that, and they're like, they've got wide eyes and big smiles, and they're, really kind of keen, or making head expressions or whatever like this, then they might actually be either flirting with you, or again, showing subtle signs, even possibly unconsciously, that they're actually interested in you and you should flirt with them. And then the next step from there is even more obvious. It's where she might be telling you a secret, and instead of just coming in close, she might actually come really close and whisper in your ear. And it might not be anything that's even important at all. She might be like, I think that guy drank too much, or I don't know if that guy tipped the bartender, or I'm thinking about stealing this book from the library. Whatever it is, it's completely insignificant. The only point is that she wants to get close enough to smell you. She wants to get close enough to not only check out your chemistry and your pheromones, but also be within your personal space, up close, and kind of give you a more overt sign that she is interested in you. So that's definitely a sign of flirt. 22 is the eye-eye-mouth triangle. So if she's looking from your eye to mouth, then she is either thinking about what it would be like to kiss you, or she's actually giving you the message that she would like to kiss you, or she would like you to kiss her. I mean, yeah, you could have spinach in your teeth, but the reality is if she's looking from your eye to your mouth, especially, well, I'll go give you this especially in a minute, then it's more likely that she's interested in kissing you than if you have spinach in your teeth. Because if you have spinach in your teeth, she's going to be looking from your one eye to mouth, one eye to mouth, one eye to mouth, one eye to mouth, and she might even be like, spinach in your teeth. And the more slowly she does that, the more interested she is in kissing you. So yeah, well, that's obvious. Okay, and then the next one is if she's licking her lips. If she's doing the triangle and then licking her lips or parting her lips, then when they weren't parted before, that's a really, really good sign that she's flirting with you and definitely thinking about kissing you, and probably wants you to kiss her. And if she's parting her lips and licking her lips at the same time, which I'm not going to do for you, sorry guys, then it's definitely a sign that she is super attracted to you and maybe even wants you to kiss her at time. The 24th sign that she's interested in you is that she seeks you out. So whether you just saw her from across the room and she's heading on over to you, no matter where you are in the stage of all this flirtation interaction, or if you know her from work or social circles and she's constantly seeking you out, and including the friend zone, then it's definitely a sign that she is either flirting with you or keen to get to know you better, and maybe wants to get to know you better romantically. And of course, the 25th sign, which you are going to get either at the bar or with really progressive females or with older women, is that she either tells you or asks you out. So usually when there's not a certainty of mutual attraction, women will kind of hang back and go through some of these other signs first to see where you're at. But there are still some women out there, whether they're young or drunk or old, that will actually just go for it and see if you're game. And that might actually throw some alpha guys off. If you're not super in your alpha, you might be just super appreciative that the girl took the initiative. So go for it. And I wanted to just address a little bit about the friend zone. So if you are mutually in the friend zone, or she's not sure that you're interested in her, some of these signs might actually be more subtle and expressed over longer periods of time. So she's going to be more tentative along the way, and she'll progress more slowly into the higher level signs because she's uncertain about your attraction for her, because you're already both in the friend zone with each other. So she's not going to want to disrupt the relationship if she's not certain that your feelings are moving in the same direction as hers are. So it's a little bit trickier, but all of these signs are still the same signs that will apply if you are mutually in the friend zone with each other. Don't be confused by me doing that, because I'm always flicking my hair. I guess I flirt with a lot of people. inadvertently. Oh, good to know, Anna J. Good to know.